が雰囲気が取られなかったけどフォーカスその指にしました。
あとなんか前回プレゼントが
レトルトカレー。
レトルトカレーをプレゼントするんだ。
プレゼントはい
ここから表示されると思ってた。
そしてこれはデザートではない。
まだいい。これなんか面白いですね。花中。
花ズッキーニとエビのポルシオフリット。
知らないもの。
大体聞いてない。
長すぎる。なんか
いいねって言わなかった。
いいね。さっきワインの話も聞きました。カフェに白ワインじゃなくて。
あ、でもこれめっちゃうまい。
言ったら覚えてるから、それは
匂いがや
全部忘れちゃう。
やばいよ。
飲食店？
お水こっちに移してもらおう。
Rectangle icon. Make cover the entire screen. This will be the background of our item. So let's make the background of our confirmation mess somewhere. So I'm going to
ネビさんの帰り道。
When you cross the Shibuya crossing. You don't want to go? You need to go. Oh my god, lost you.
I've never tried.
Never tried. Okay. Alaska 폴라. Seems so.
You've never tried it?
Salmon, maybe chicken.
You can try this yuzu pepper or soy sauce. Soyu.
Oh, is this one?
I already put
Okay.
here.
Close the door.
Yeah.
Thank
you.
you so much. Of course. Why not you, of course?
She's not a celebrity, but she's taken. So can't help falling in love. Can't take the hand and give up. My mama told me don't talk to people you haven't met. I guess my mama was right. But it's so crazy.
Just go like this.
Ah,
Break your heart.
do they know?
She plays it so
We go there. For you here.
rules and I'm a loser for thinking I've got
신기하다. 신기하다.
the dark now.
신기하다.
Me hard
어,
to
We need to go. Yeah. Tattoos? A black people?
She's not a celebrity, but she's taken.
Nice. Come this way.
I've got her.